My name is Junk Linez, and I'm a tattoo artist, graffiti writer, illustrator, and overall art nerd. I own Junkyard Studios Tattoos over here in Hialeah. And I've been an artist most of my life, a tattooer for about 13 years now, and about a 17-year graffiti writer. Graffiti deserves a place in galleries because it is an art form. You know, it is what it is. It's in my opinion, it's one of America's true only art forms. Like a lot of different art came from Europe and, you know, other places that we tend to replicate and do that, you know, but with the exception of, let's say, like pop art, you know, graffiti is realistically the one true American-born art form. So it should be respected as such. But there's a difference between, and again, this is strictly opinion, there's a difference between graffiti art and actual graffiti. Graffiti belongs on the street. Graffiti is defacing property. Graffiti is going and making an effort to get your name all over the city, you know, illegally. That's the point of it. Once you start doing stuff for galleries or start doing legal walls and all that, it's more graffiti art, you know? But the actual act of graffiti is actually going out, doing it. Graffiti belongs on the side of a train, you know, it belongs on the side of a truck, on some broken down alleyway, you know, and I'm always gonna think that way. Even now, I rarely do those type of things. I'm never gonna forget my roots and where that came from, you know? And those were probably some of the most enjoyable times of my life. I like to use the term sellout. I don't like it because I kind of feel that people aren't true to that. Like, people don't understand what the word sellout means. And ultimately, you know what? If a graffiti writer wants to get off the street and make a choice or get an opportunity to sell some work in galleries off of his or her own talent, and they're offering opportunities to better life, to possibly put some money in your pocket or do whatever, then you know what? Call me a sellout, sign me up, you know? Because what's the point of that? What's the point of staying in the same place in your life for the rest of your life? No, it's not about selling out. It's not about anything like that, actually. I think it's more about progression, you know? And I think that you could give a writer that's been doing graffiti for a year and a gallery approaches this writer, and I don't think there's anybody that's gonna say, hey man, you know what? I don't wanna accept money for me doing this throw up on this canvas or doing this drippy tag all over this canvas and selling it, you know, to make some money. No, you know, because you're using your talent. It is what it is. Now, going back to what I was saying before, is it graffiti? No, it isn't, but it's graffiti related art. You know, there's two different things. So if you go ahead and actually, let's say if somebody were to say this person is a sellout for just because having, you know, their work in a gallery, I mean, I think it's kind of naive to say, you know, especially for example, like a lot of these old schoolers, you know, a lot of like guys that have been doing it since the 70s, you know, they belong, you know, in the history books. You know, I was actually a part of Miami's first graffiti history book, and I felt honored, you know, I felt honored, you know.